Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to be jumping into the band No Tomorrow. They've only got one single out right now apparently. So what happened is that the guitarist of the band messaged me on Instagram saying, can you please react to this song, as he watched one of my Shadow of Intent reaction breakdown thingamajigs. I wanted me to check out his band. I was like, okay, sure. I kind of forewarned him because of most of the other bands that have been requested via Instagram, via bands and people, have mostly been very negative. I'm going to try my best, even if I don't like the song, to try to be constructive, but I can't promise anything. It depends how much the song annoys me. So we are going to just jump into this and see where we go. Okay, how can I describe this? Metalcore vocals. I'm guessing metalcore vocals? Kind of thrashy metalcore vocals, kind of, you know, that kind of, it's almost like a shout, it's not really like a sing, it's more of a shout, and then going into, what can only be described as a thrashy kind of beat. Like, there's no real, at least so far, there's no real, extra bits to kind of make the song flow together. It's literally just straight drums, vocals, a little bit of bass here and there, and I don't hear much guitar yet, so we'll see how it goes as the song goes on. But the song's only about 2 minutes long, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to see how this goes. I'm going to try and break down the lyrics though, as the lyrics could be amazing for all I know, like as we keep going. So a crashing hit has splintered wooden rust, replacing gone is not enough for luck. Falling rafters, ears ringing, manic laughter, painting the ending. So a crashing hit could be anything. It could be water, fist, person, animal, whatever. Has splintered wood and rust. So something is splintering as it hits. I'm guessing the wood and rust, like, wood doesn't rust, I don't think. Like, it kind of like withers, but it doesn't really rust. That's more like a metal kind of thing. It's kind of maybe like a double entendre kind of thing, but potentially. Replacing gone, I have no idea what that's meant to mean. It is not enough for luck. Like, something is not enough for luck. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to go for lyrically there, but we're going to keep going into it and we're going to try with the next bit. Falling rafters, like the rafters are things that are on top of buildings falling down. Like the ceiling's basically falling down. The ears are literally ringing. There's manic laughter going all around you, and that laughter, like you can hear like ringing out, is painting the ending of what, like your life or something else. We don't quite know just yet. I'm gonna keep going into this. Black water burning, all get a blow through. Forgiveness will not stay. The letters that we write, teardrops are blazing, crying streets. There's still not the meaning of this place. They feel the peace of me. Interesting. Like the lyric, like I don't know, but the vocalist, there's just something about his voice. Like I don't know what kind of thing he's going for, because it's not like it's not a thrash style, and it's not a death metal style. It's not a like deep, like it's not a the earth type shit. You know why? It's not like a deep kind of growl. It's different. It's hard to really explain what kind of style the vocalist is actually going to go for. I'm going to edit those vocals in post so they're not as loud, because like I looked at it as I did it, man, they went all the way up, I peaked the red line, so I kind of need to edit that out a little bit. But I don't know. I've been practicing my vocals all day, so my voice is kind of tired. If my growl sound is really fucked up, by the way, just so you know. But it doesn't have that kind of deepness that you need for like that kind of deeper. You know, the metalcore style, it doesn't really work in that sense. Like metalcore generally has singing and growl, so it has the two. So this isn't that either. I'm not sure exactly what style we're going for. They said to me on Instagram that they were metalcore, but that's not exactly true. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep going though. It's interesting. I don't know if interesting is the right word that I mean, but still, let's just get through this song. Okay. I wonder what that sound was, you know, at the very back of the mix, you know, as that at the very ending when they're going for the bluff lyric. I don't know what it was. It wasn't like a growl. It was I don't know, like wind, like a movement, like something that right at the very back of the mix. I'm not exactly sure what that was. I would have to re-listen to it a bunch of times to probably to get it. I completely forgot. I just completely missed half of the lyrics, but we're just gonna go through it now. It'll just be much easier to do it this way. Steer not towards pleasing, line strained, here ears held on the meaning of this place. Make pale the face of men. The end. Steer not towards pleasing what pleasing others, pleasing other people. Oh, never mind. Black water's burning, holes in a closed throat. So the black water is burning. Like black water could be water with oil in it, but I don't think so. I think of black water as in something poisoned. Puts holes in a closed throat as in it's like acid almost. And forgiveness will not see the letters that we wrote, as in like forgiveness is something that it's kind of hard to really see what they're trying to get for to go for. Like lyrically it's a little bit shoddy, it's a little bit all over the place, at least to me. Like compared to a lot of the really amazing lyricists that we have in the metal genre, it's very difficult to kind of see what they're trying to go towards. Like they've got a theme, but the theme is interesting at best. Steer not towards pleasing, lying strange, ears held on the meaning of this place. Make pale the face of men. The end. So steer not towards pleasing what? Towards like people lying to you, as in the lying strains. The ears held on the meaning of this place. The ears are holding on to what is the meaning of this place. What does the meaning of this place mean? Make pale the face of men. As in, like, make men become pale-faced, scared, etc., etc., etc. The end. Cast reshape from awful patterns meant to aim for a brighter turn. Begging still in the dead heat has led to a cursed storm to cut open a calm sea. So cast something and reshape it from the awful patterns that are already there, as we are meant to aim for something brighter, a brighter turn. Begging still in the dead heat, as in like begging for the life, begging for something else in a dead heat. Heat that is so hot it just feels like there's no wind at all. It's a dead heat. Has led a cursed storm to cut open a calm sea, and like because of the begging, everything else has led like a cursed storm, a fury and agony, something like that, to cut something open, to cut apart the calmness and just completely like obliterate it. Pull right from a jagged demise. This escape is a disguise. As in, like pull right from that jagged demise, from that demise, like trying to escape it. And the escape is just disguised. It's not actually an escape. You're not escaping at all. All for nothing here, so gone. Shoulder height, overflown, farewell, the coming dawn. Like, everything is all for nothing here. Everything is already, it's everything. You give everything and you get nothing in return. And the dawn has already said its farewell and is already past and is gone. Pulled down and drowned on a search of redemption. Like, pulled down, like either like pull down under the sea, under like a sea of drowning, either within your own head or something like that. And then and drowned on a search of redemption, as in you're drowning yourself while looking for your redemption, looking for a way to redeem yourself, to get back and pull yourself and drag yourself like further and further and further upwards. No further. Dying a liar of honest intentions, dark red surf. So you're dying literally, either mentally, physically, literally, being a liar, but like lying about things, but still having those honest intentions behind the things you're trying to say. The dark red surf, I have no idea. And the bluff, I have no idea either. Like I said, these lyrics are shaky at best. Like, I'm trying my best to break them down, and usually I'm very good with lyrics. Like, if you've watched any of my other videos, like, I'm generally very good at lyrics. I'm generally can understand lyrics quite easily. This one's kind of making me scratch my head a little bit, trying to figure out what is happening. I have no actual clue right now, so we're going to figure some shit out maybe. Okay, let's go away from lyrics. Lyrics is one thing that is done, so let's take the lyrics off the screen. Okay, musically, what is this band missing? Because this wasn't really the best song I've heard in my life. It was kind of like shaking all over the place. Vocally, it was missing the mark. It was that mixture between thrash and metalcore, and I wouldn't even say nu metal, man. Like, it's like, because it has no solo, you could really put it into the nu metal genre, but it's not really going that way either. Personally, I'm not a thrash fan. Like, thrash is like one of the worst genres of music ever invented. Even though it helped invent death metal, like, I still hate it. So that's just my own personal opinion that I'm going to try not to put into this, as it's not kind of worth it. So what would you do to improve it? So what do bands like Shadow of Intent do? What do bands like The Unguided do? What do lots of other bands do? They add like loads of other things. They add like extra like over the top guitars. They add like some symphonics. They add other things. They just make the song interesting. It's not just the same all the way through. It changes and it goes ups and downs, and it has things in between it in order to improve it and make it listenable. That's why I don't listen to generic death metal. You know, the death metal that sounds the same no matter what song you're listening to, because it's fucking boring. It's the reason why we don't do that, because a lot of the generic death metal bands just get left behind because they're doing nothing new in their music. They're giving nothing original into it. Why do you think bands like Slaughter to Prevail, Shadow of Intent, Infinite Annihilator, fucking Cow Decapitation, all of these bands have something unique about them, something shocking, something different about them, and that's what makes them work. Without that, you're just going to fall into the abyss of bands that have come before you, and you'll just get nowhere until you hit that point where you have something unique and real to add to what you're trying to do. Then it's not really something that I could really recommend listening to. At least for me, it just sounds like every other generic thrashy kind of song I've ever heard in my life. So that's the nicest way I can put it, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. Either way, have a wonderful day, evening, or night. Don't forget to check out my Discord down below. Feel free to join the link, etc, etc, etc. Besides that, there'll be more bands coming a little bit later on today. I'm going to try to do some more deathcore bands and maybe some death metal. Yes. Have a wonderful day, evening or nights, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.